Now here's meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Our threat has shifted from snow accumulation now to rain and water accumulation. We'll talk about live Pinpoint Doppler 12 in just a second to show you how some of those puddles are easily forming on some of the roads this morning. First, though, let's go to the map and talk about what fell. And keep in mind, this is before the rain started falling. A lot of these numbers are now squashed down because of the effect of the rain kind of melting and pressing down on the snow. In general, 3 to 6 inches falling in the swath for most of Providence County. Our winner so far was Burrville at 6.8 inches. There may be some higher isolated amounts. In fact, in portions of Connecticut up through central and northern Massachusetts, seeing some amounts between 8, 10, and 11 inches. But for our viewing area, in general, between about 2 and 6 inches. 2 to 5 here in this swath, including the Providence metro area. I had about 3.5 inches at my house. 2 to 4 along the coast. We had a fairly quick changeover to rain down here. At least it happened a little bit earlier across the coast than inland spots, so hence the slightly lesser amounts. Although New Bedford did get up to around 4 inches, as did Fall River before the rain started. All right, 36 right now in Smithfield, 36 Providence, 37 in Westerly. This is a very good sign that these temperatures are above freezing right now because there is a lot of water on the roads, a lot of slush. We do not want that refreezing. Now, later on this morning, there is the potential of a little bit of refreezing at some of our higher elevations, but the primary threat will likely not arrive until later on this afternoon and tonight as those temperatures really start to drop. So definitely some icy roads possible tonight. Here is live Pinpoint Doppler 12. We had some very heavy rain earlier. Right now that has started to shift to the east, but you can see if you take a line from Providence down to Warwick and Newport and points east, that's where most of the heavier stuff is right now. And you combine the rain with snow melt, some clogged drains, a lot of those puddles can easily form. So watch out for the hydroplaning this morning, not only on the side roads, but some of the main highways as well. Live on our city cam, there are raindrops on the lens. And here is the time lapse from the URI campus. This is just sloppy, kind of sums up this morning. We have snow on the ground and then the rain falling on top of the snow. Not too much fun to shovel, actually. And use caution if you're shoveling this morning. A lot of the snow has a lot of water in it. It will be very heavy and wet despite the fact there's not that much of it for most areas. Wind advisory until 7 o'clock this morning, wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. This advisory is for Block Island only. However, it will be windy everywhere with gusts around 30 miles an hour, so just keep that in mind. There goes the departing weather system, still some rain and wind behind it. Now, as this leaves us, a cooler punch of air may slide through, producing a few showers or snow flurries by late morning into the early afternoon for northern Rhode Island, but for the most part, we are done with any accumulation. And in Providence, temperatures should be able to make the low 40s as briefly some milder air works into place and even some sunshine possible later on this afternoon. By 8 o'clock in the morning, most of the steady rain should turn off. Still some lingering showers, though. And as we go throughout the late morning, just a slight chance of a lingering shower or snow flurry, but the trend will be to dry things out. Here's the concern overnight. You can see this is 3, 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Clear skies. When you have the clear skies and fairly light winds, that's a recipe for very cold temperatures. And of course, you combine that with the moisture on the roads, and that could lead to some icy patches. 7-day Futurecast shows after a cold start this morning up to only 27 tomorrow afternoon with sunshine. This is interesting. I have not spent a whole lot of time analyzing that, just didn't have the time, but I was checking out some of the computer models, and it does look like at least the potential of an inch or two of snow, maybe more. We'll continue to track that. At this point, it doesn't look like a huge snowstorm or anything like that, but definitely worth watching. And then temperatures actually recover a bit by the end of the week. Don't forget WPRI.com, the place to go for more weather updates. I just updated Tony's